£18 was way too much. Hello everybody, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and in today's clip we're gonna discuss a set of brushes that I managed to buy on offer. And seriously, if it wasn't for... I'm talking about this one. I didn't even mention what I'm talking about. So this is the best of blends from Morphe. But seriously, the only brush that did speak to me is this foundation brush that I've seen they sell it for, I think, £18. It's an expensive brush. And this set retails for £28, but it was £14 on offer for... It was after Black Friday, but I assume it was for Black Friday and they maybe left the offer for a little bit longer. But I'm gonna check exactly the brush, the foundation brush, how much is it, but I'm pretty sure it was like £18 full price, which it's a bit pricey like for a foundation brush. But I've seen Tammy, Makeup by Tammy, she really enjoyed it, and I was like, fair enough. I mean, I got more than just that for less the price, if I remember it correctly. So it's £17, so I was off with just £1, but still, that's a pretty pricey brush. And obviously I'm gonna apply everything with you today. Let's open it up. So it comes with this kind of like, it looks like a pencil case, to be completely honest. Like, I would buy something like this for my pencils when I would be, I don't know, in high school / school in general. But yeah, it's full of brushes. You get 7 brushes for £28, which I think is really pricey. I personally don't feel like yeah, I tried before Morphe brushes, but I don't necessarily think you should go ham on them. I feel sometimes it can be, you know, just like... So I bought like the Jeffree Star set, and some of them were really nice and some of them are a bit like eh. So it's a bit of a hit and miss, that's what I was about to say. So yeah, I wouldn't ever buy from Morphe necessarily like full priced, except maybe having a code or getting these guys for £14 instead of 28. So yeah, these are all of them. This is the star of the show, the one that made me buy it. This is a tinier kind of like eye brush. This is supposed to be for contour and bronzer, but I would see myself using it for contour. This one, it's a flat one. This one is more of a fluffy but still dense, but not that dense brush, if that makes sense. Sometimes these kind of shapes tend to be very, very stiff, but this one is in between the kind of like fluffy, still dense but fluffy side. And this one apparently, this particular fluffy one, is supposed to be for concealer, so we are definitely going to use it for that. And this one is an eyeliner pencil. So yeah, these are the brushes. Let's start obviously with this bad boy for the foundation. So without further ado, let's test them out. So I did put my hair up because otherwise it's gonna be in my way. So I'm just gonna put some of my favorite foundation over here. I got this one from Shein and it's actually really nice, and I tend to apply my foundation brush, I tend to apply my foundation with a brush by applying the foundation here. I feel you can pick, you know, the enough amount of product without making your face look just too much. Does that make sense? Oh, I should have done the thumbnail before. I hate myself. So I'm just gonna take the foundation with the brush, just a teeny tiny bit, and see what's the deal with it. Cause like, everybody, from what I've seen, who got this one in PR really enjoyed it. It's nice, like decent sized brush. I'm gonna zoom you in actually. That is actually applying the foundation nicer than I thought, because like, it's not streaky at all. Interesting. I really like it. So far. I kind of see, wow, it really, I mean, obviously the foundation is high coverage as well, but it does cover my spot really nicely. I like the shape. I was expecting to quite enjoy the shape because I have, let's say, a dupe from a place called DM. You can't find them in the UK, unfortunately, but majority of European countries do have DM, I'm pretty sure. So this is quite similar, as you can see, but this is much tinier. So sometimes I wasn't enjoying it because it would take me ages to apply the foundation, although I quite loved the shape. So when I've seen this, I was like, oh my god, well, £18 was way too much for, I don't know, my liking in terms of like budget. But if you find this one on offer, even after Christmas, they tend to put them on offer. The foundation brush really deserves the money on offer, because seriously, I paid even less and I got more than just this guy. So yeah, really nice. I like it. I didn't even realize to mention that this really distributes the foundation really nicely. Like the amount I put in here, I always put the same amount with like I always put the same amount, and I tend to finish it up. But see, it seems like this brush really does not absorb the product like crazily compared to the ones I own, because otherwise I don't understand why I have this much left. Like I didn't put more than I always do put and apply with my brush. So that's really nice. It doesn't seem to waste that much product. Probably it does a bit because it's a brush, but not as much as the other ones that I own. So yeah, it's really nice. I like the fact that it's not leaving my skin streaky at all. It didn't leave it. Like I didn't need to go with a sponge, which sometimes if I'm rushing, I tend to do that. If I'm not, it works with the other brushes that I have, but this, I rushed it and I don't have streakness on my face, which is great. I really like it. Moving on to concealer. This is supposed to be for concealer. I actually thought it's a blending brush. I guess you can use it for blending. Like, why would you not be able to? You can do whatever you want with brushes. Like, seriously, as long as it works for you, it works for you. I'm looking for my concealer. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So, I'm actually gonna use it for what it says it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna be fancy. And once again, apply it on my spatula here. I don't tend to apply my concealer with on the, not spatula, on my thingy. That makes me look professional when in reality I'm just a makeup enthusiast. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that for the sake of this occasion. It has a nice kind of shape to just fit right underneath the eye, which is nice. Yeah, I kind of enjoy that. I mean, I would still see myself using it probably for my eyes, not gonna lie, but you can definitely do that. Like I said, it's a really nice shape to work wherever you want to, either with concealer or, you know, on the eyes, or both, depending on the situation. It's really nice to the touch with my skin. It feels really soft. Something that I noticed with some of the Morphe brushes is that after you wash them, they tend to be a bit like eh. So that's what I'm saying. I personally would rather suggest buying Morphe brushes when they are on offer, because if they are on offer, you're not gonna tend to cry over the money. And I like Morphe brushes not because of the quality, and that's that. I think the quality, it's okay, it's not like outstanding. However, I like the shaping of the brushes. Like they tend to have the shape of what, generally speaking, professional brushes do tend to have, like Zoeva or whatever, you know, these kind of like brands that have really high price point. Like Zoeva, I know for a fact their brushes are super expensive, but they have these kind of detailed brushes you don't tend to see necessarily in drugstore. I know Real Techniques, because I don't own them, have a set with like more detailed brushes, but it's just one, and I still don't feel like it's much variety if you want to do very specific looks that need those kind of like tiny, you know, brushes. So I feel Morphe, that's why it's good. Personally, that's my opinion at least. So yeah, but I still recommend just buy them when they're on offer, because it feels nicer, obviously. Why would you want to pay full price when you can find them on like reduced, you know? And I feel you're not gonna cry over the money, if that makes sense. Hopefully. So yeah, I like this brush. It's nice. Again, I feel it doesn't absorb the product crazy. Like I still have quite a lot here, as you can see. So I'm really surprised by that. I like that. Because I can make the most out of it. And it didn't apply it streaky, which again, that's something that I don't necessarily enjoy sometimes with brushes. Lately I started to be a bit more pro at it and not have that problem on a often basis. I started to be more pro at working with products and like liquid products and brushes. However, sometimes I still find myself being like, I need the sponge to get out the streakiness, and I don't feel doing that now, so that's great. Okay, moving on to this one, which is for, it's really dusty. It's for contouring, but I think I need to set my face first. Give me 1 sec. So now that I did set my face, I'm just gonna jump into bronzer. I feel this would be my choice because I already have one from Spectrum that I use for bronzer. But obviously they say it's either for bronzer or blush, so depending on your choice, you can use it for whatever you want. But yeah, I don't see why this would not work. Like, it's a really dainty shape. I think I'm gonna prefer this one much better than the one I have from, what is it called, from Spectrum, because it's very tiny and dainty. Do you see it? It's like super like tiny. It's really nice. It applies the product really well, and it seems it blends out really nicely. Obviously that's more to the product as well. Yeah, I really like it. I think that this is gonna be my new favorite, because the one from Spectrum, like I said, it was a bit big. It wasn't like it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, but I feel this one is nicer for that. Because I also have a tiny face and I need small dainty kind of like brushes to work with my tiny face. Right, so these are the eye brushes, and like I said, I'm just gonna use them in reviewing this Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette, and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts in the outro, just because what I'm gonna do is insert footage of me using these guys with that particular palette so you can see what I did with them, and obviously give my final thoughts after I use them, because like you can see here, I didn't use them and I definitely don't have anything around my eyes. So that's what I'm gonna do. But so far, the face brushes are really nice. Like, I mean, like I said, I wanted this one more than anything. I didn't need other brushes, but since this is like 18 pounds, 17, whatever, still more than 14, and the set was reduced to 14 pounds, I felt it made obviously sense. And yeah, this is actually a really nice brush. So far, I really liked, I mean, it's a brush, and as long as it applies the product well, that's pretty much what I can say about it. Obviously, you need to clean it so you can apply the foundation nicely as you would apply, you know, it needs to be clean. Like, if I'm gonna use it again, I tend to always clean my foundation brushes now. I used to not do it, but I realized sometimes that's why you kind of like end up kind of like struggling to make it look nice with a brush. You need to have the brush clean all the goddamn time. Maybe you can use it a second time, but that's it. Like, you can't use the third, fourth or fifth time, although it's yours. Even if it's yours, it's still not gonna apply the foundation nicely. So yeah, these are my final thoughts when it comes to the face brushes. They are nice, and I'm gonna be right back with my final thoughts on the ones for the eye. Ta-da! So I'm back with the full face on, and obviously I did use the eye brushes, except the liner one, which, to be completely honest, it's a liner brush. I'm sure it's fine. It has a really nice tip. I already own one of them from Morphe, and it's really nice. I still use it to this date. And the rest, obviously I did try them out, and listen, they're really nice products, brushes. I wouldn't say they're like outstanding, but they did their job really well. This is a very tiny detail brush, which I really enjoyed for applying underneath the eye area, the eyeshadow. This one was really nice for the shimmer. Obviously, I applied the shimmer with it. And this one, it was really good for the inner corner highlight It did a really nice job, so it was great. Like, they are really nice, but like I said, I feel the set is worth the money when you buy it on offer. And if you want the foundation brush, that was the kind of like deal I went for, and seriously, I don't regret it. So I'm not saying this set is necessarily like outstanding, and I don't think it deserves, I mean, obviously if you get each individual brush, probably it's around 28 pounds or more than 28 pounds. But if by any means they had an offer on a Christmas set, because this is a Christmas set collection, face brushes collection. If they had it before on offer, I'm not gonna be surprised if I'm gonna see it after Christmas on offer. So I would personally wait for it to go on offer if I were you. But obviously if you wanted, you know, to give it as a gift to someone and you don't necessarily mind the budget, like you have a wide budget, I think it's a really nice set. Nobody's gonna be mad at you if you are gifting this, or if you want to buy it for yourself and splurge on it. But I would still wait for it to go on offer. I think it will go on offer, but maybe, you know, you don't have that many brushes and you just don't wanna kind of wait for it and just buy it full price. I think it's nice, but like I said, I think the most outstanding brush that I think it's unique and nice is the foundation brush. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. The brush, the foundation brush, and even if you want to buy just the brush on its own, do that. It's really nice. Like, the foundation applied extremely nice with it, and it's big, and you don't have to like get, like, it's just because it's big, obviously gets a lot of product, and it's fast to kind of like maneuver it into your skin. So I think you get my point, and I'm gonna finish the video here because I spoke a lot and I seriously don't know what else to say. It's a nice set of brushes. Maybe I'm gonna update you on the description down below after I wash them. Sometimes I find that with Morphe brushes, I have one from the Jeffree Star collection. It went a bit like, just like, but I still use it, like it's still nice. But obviously if you would pay full price for something to go like this, you would mind. I got this one on offer when they got rid of the collection, and it was like £1 or something like that, or £2. So I'm not mad at it, but obviously if you pay the full price and it kind of like goes funny, you would be mad at it. So I'm gonna try to update you in the description about that particular aspect of it. But yeah, that's about it, seriously. Like, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna finish the video here. I hope by any means this was in any way, shape or form helpful, whether to buy it or not. But yeah, I will hopefully see you within the next clip. Maybe you're gonna subscribe. I upload every single week, at least a video, if not more. And that's it. I think I said that's it for a million times, but literally that's it. I'm gonna finish off, shut my mouth, and invite you to enjoy the next clip. Bye!